Ottawa. My name is Benita Simiatiki. For this month's show, we are starting off with looking at the younger generation. We have a segment on the emerging gen that the Federation is working with, and I have as my guest Samantha Banks,
Hi.
who is the director of the emerging generation, and Lauren Seller, who is the one of the volunteers, a leader with the emerging generation. And welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Samantha, I'll start with you. You're relatively new to the Federation. You started, how long have you had this position for?
I became the Director of Initiatives for the Emerging Generation in October. I moved from Toronto to Ottawa and started the adventure.
Okay, so about 6 months ago approximately. What are your responsibilities?
I help with downtown programming. I help with organizing events, networking. I am sort of this young adult community liaison, connecting and uniting different people in the Ottawa Jewish community to help with Jewish initiatives and integrate other community agencies.
Okay, and it's a new position that was created.
Brand new.
Do you know why the Federation felt it was important to create this new position, just focused on that demographic?
Absolutely. So they conducted a symposium called Open Ottawa, and the voice of the emerging generation indicated that there needs to be someone or a staff person supporting the initiatives that were sprouting up all over. There's incredible grassroots movements that have started up in Ottawa, and someone just to help sort of facilitate and connect them to each other is sort of why I'm here.
Okay. Lauren, who is the emerging gen? What is that? What ages are that demographic?
Well, realistically, being a kid that grew up in Ottawa, I've been here all my life. I went to the Jewish schools. I did Hillel and Yitzhak Rabin, and there was always something around there. But after high school, it's almost like you're forgotten. You're not. The activities aren't geared towards you anymore. So, Sam's job, I think, would look at kids or young adults from 18, 19 up until you're adults or getting married and you're ready to start a family and put your kids back through the same system.
Okay, so kind of roughly, I don't know.
18 to 26.
I was going to say late 20s, early 30s.
We call it the T and Ts, the 20s and 30s.
Okay.
But it comes down to stage of life as well. Before kids, just newlyweds, finishing grad school or just getting into grad school.
Even university kids, you're getting a lot of those now wanting to participate too.
Okay. Were you involved in this symposium, Open Ottawa?
I was not. I was away for school at that point.
So, Samantha, what were the outcomes of that symposium that you are now trying to implement?
So, a big project that we've been working on this year is called JNet Connect, which is a magazine attached to an ambassador program, which welcomes newcomers who are maybe have gone to university, like Lauren here, went to McGill's, coming back to Ottawa, or brand new people who are just in for a few years working on the Hill, so our Newcomers Initiative. We've also started a Shabbat dinner initiative welcoming young adults to join community tables and families who have opened their homes if they weren't going to someone else's place, for example. A lot of our initiatives, we've evolved our online strategy, trying to get more in the social realm, social media realm, Facebook, Twitter, and we've also started a sports initiative. We put 2 sports teams in the winter, OSSC League, which is the Ottawa Sports Social Club. We did floor hockey and inner tube water polo, and this summer Lauren
participating in softball.
Yeah, and we're doing soccer and some really great programs, which we welcome everyone to come join us for.
So it sounds like you're trying to create a lot of breadth of activities to interest people, with different interests.
Right.
Yeah. Is that right?
Because not everyone's going to be interested in the same thing. So if you have a variety of activities or a variety of events to attend, then you'll get more of a crowd, start meeting more people, and build a larger network.
Yeah, sure. Do you have a sense of whether you're attracting people that were not involved before?
Absolutely. So I've expanded sort of the emerging generation network over the past few months to around 200, 250 people. And we're gauging that by how many clicks we get on our newsletters, to people attending events, to the people I talk on a daily basis. But our programs are so wide ranged. For example, we have a mentorship initiative that's connecting young adults to lay leaders that are experts in their field. So anything from educational to social to maybe more cultural, we're tapping into everyone's sort of niches, as we call them. So our numbers just keep growing exponentially.
Lauren, what do you know, or what do we know, what does the Federation know, or your group, about the demographics of who you're dealing with, like, you know, in terms of their involvement with the Jewish community?
I think it's a tricky age group to get involved. And that with this, I think you are getting more involved slowly. It takes time though. So this year you're gonna get some kids. Next year you'll get even more. And hopefully in years to come, you'll have everybody within this age group being involved and volunteering and being out there more than originally were in the past.
Are there any outcomes from Open Ottawa that you haven't gotten around yet to, that you see sort of in the further future to implement?
Absolutely. So everything's been started a little bit. Something is on the agenda right now is we're creating an innovation fund with two elements. One is a small granting component and another is a larger granting component. And for example, the small granting component, you want to host a Shabbat dinner. You want to buy t-shirts for your soccer team. You can apply, and hopefully we have a very short turnaround that you can get funding for an initiative that you want to do. So sort of the initiative, like the program at the Federation, sparking this light to allow the young adults to fly in whatever direction they want.
Okay, and this is funded by the Federation?
Correct.
Like these funds? When you are trying to reach out, and it's probably difficult to, you know, to do that kind of outreach, like what kind of messaging are you using to try to attract the group that you want to attract?
I think it's predominantly social media and word of mouth. Social media has taken over.
Yeah.
You put something on Facebook or you put something on Twitter, and the next thing you know, 500 people are looking at it, 800 people are looking at it. So in the world we're living in today, that's the quickest way to reach the most amount of numbers.
In terms of the context of the message, is there something that you have to say to them that you wouldn't necessarily say to an older crowd? Like, are they more receptive to certain types of messages? I don't know, do you know what I mean?
Well, it kind of almost an incentive. And I think what me and Lauren have worked on really a lot this year is trying to create interesting, specialized, creative events. And it's sort of what sparks the individual. It's hard to, like we went to Vegas to a conference called Tribe Fest. We're going to Israel in a few weeks on the Ottawa Social Action Mission. These things are unbelievable opportunities, and they attract different people.
Okay. I think we have to wrap up. I just wanted to ask, how many people are involved in the leadership of your group?
It grows every day.
It does, eh?
It really does. JNET is a young adult organization that does events in smaller groups, events, and they have a very strong committee of volunteers. I would say top leaders, we have around 15 to 30. It's like, it depends. Each initiative, sort of a new person, sprouts up.
Okay, and I know you brought the magazine,
yes,
JNET Connect.
This is our new magazine for newcomers. Okay. It has an unbelievable guide from anything to living in Ottawa, playing in Ottawa, eating in Ottawa, partying in Ottawa. And I encourage everyone to contact me, and I can send you a copy. Or Facebook
and we'll put your contact information on the screen. Samantha and Lauren, thank you very much for coming in to talk about this initiative. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
It's sort of the future of the community.